What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah. It's doing really good.
Yeah, markets are crushing.
Markets are crushing. Well, we've had a little dip here, Like,
yeah, or that once. I mean, Bitcoin's going to be a little funky once it around that 100K mark. MicroStrategy holding as much as they do, and I mean, there's.
Yeah, when it went up to like 99 something, I tweeted out. I said, "What if we never break 100K?" and then it's dipped down since then.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I apologize. I screwed it up. I killed it. Killed crypto. I killed crypto. No. I can't kill crypto. I'm not that good.
No. Not quite. As much as you try.
As much as I try. I mean, you got to figure, this bull run is guaranteed. We're guaranteed to hit what, 420.69?
Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah, it's fact, actually.
Actually, that's the next thing we need to do is to go and do. So we did the podcast with Hill, and we went through and did all of the picks, like the yearly.
Yep. Oh
and bull run picks. So we did what we were gonna do for the year, and then what we were gonna do for that bull run going into 2025, like tops.
Yep.
I think. So I'd be curious to see what those.
Can't remember.
I don't remember. I just know Bitcoin was 420.69, $420,069. So
crushed.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, but I mean, what am I doing? Nothing. Deep devices. Just waiting for those.
Nothing.
They're shipping. We're shipping out. Hold on, I got one in here. Let me see. A second.
Yeah, do you have something to show us?
It's the unboxing video. Not really. This one actually isn't mine. Although I think it probably make it mine. This is a testing device that we've had in the house. So I brought it down to Vegas with me. I went to the F1 races down there.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a business / leisure trip, so it was kind of cool. So let's see. That's the sleeve. Got some good branding on that thing, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Love it. Yeah. So I'm not a huge F1 fan, but it was really cool. Like the whole deal, the whole situation was pretty fun. It's just garbage.
I've been to the F1 event in Austin, and I remember the coolest thing for me was just the amount of wealth at those events is kind of wild.
Oh yeah, that's nuts, dude.
I remember that's slick.
Yeah, so it's a beefy box, man. We got a lot of cool stuff. Manny put together a video for how do you get your device going, and you literally plug it into the internet, plug it into the power, and then you're good to go. As long as the blue light's on, you're rocking and rolling. The dashboard should be up this week too, so you'll see your device on there. And then I'm sure every week or two you'll start seeing a bunch of things added to the dashboard and stuff. Just
nice.
All the little things that are coming along. So we're
on things, man.
It's good. Yeah, we got a third party that's going to take over all the sales and hardware stuff for Deep, which is nice. That's going to take that off our plate and just push stuff there because we really don't want to be a hardware. We don't. That's what we sold them for cheap anyway. Like we don't care. Like let's get these out the door. Get the network out there. But the whole shipping process, the certifications have been a nightmare. That's something I never knew about getting into it. And the team they've between Ben and Chris, they've dealt with that a lot, and they're like, oh, it's going to be difficult. I'm like, come on, really? It's going to be that difficult? Like, oh yeah, it is. It is a freaking nightmare, man. Like, but we got cool stuff coming down the pipe. Both with new certifications, that third-party hardware distributor that's going to help us push stuff out, and sales of those partnerships. We got a bunch of new partnerships we'll be announcing as we keep going forward, and then building with AVAX, and we're on the Retro 9000, which is kind of their. It's almost like their Jupe Launchpad type of situation, but it's not a full. You have Jupe, you get a vote. It's a you get these chill points and you can vote. But that doesn't necessarily mean that those people are going to get funded or anything along those lines, because they obviously want to see people really building on their own layer one. So So we put our application in there. We're doing that. I had a bunch of people submit their chill points or whatever that was called, which I appreciate. Thank you. And then now that the boxes are shipping, you'll start to see updates on the AVAX and Avalanche chain and building our own.
Exciting.
Oh, dude, I'm stoked, man. This is
been a long time coming. Just as far as, I mean, I feel like from initial conception of kind of what this idea could be, you know, when Nerd Node first started, and
oh, for sure. I mean, that's always been
over the past couple of years has been nuts.
That's been the idea since Nerd Node was, you know, since inception. It's like, yes, this is what we want to do. So, and so we're doing it, pushing it out, man. So, that's exciting. I don't know what else. It's freaking December. I can't believe it's December.
Yeah, it's I don't know where time's gone this year. Every time I feel like we hit October, as soon as Halloween rolls around, I feel like I blink and it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And,
oh yeah.
But at least to end this year, we've had a great, you know, beginning of this next bull cycle. So.
Oh, I mean, and this is just the beginning, man. Like,
yeah.
I have a funny story though. So, have a family member that I've talked to in the past about Bitcoin for forever. Like, it's just been probably since 2018 ish, maybe 19. I don't know. And it's been talking to them, and they're like, should I buy forever? And I, you know, it's whatever the narrative is going through there. You know, I just give them my information. They never bought. The summer comes along, and we were together, and I was the most bullish that I've ever talked to him about it, to the point where he's like, so, and this was when Bitcoin was like 30K. It had dropped back down. It was doing its thing. They're like, well, you know, I gave them the whole narrative, all the stuff's going on. He's like, well, what should I put in? And I'm like, every last penny you own, every dollar, every cent you have, just throw it all in there. He's like, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, I know, but what is your threshold? Like, that's you, like, you're going to buy. And so I'm like, that's where you got to figure out, what does that mean? I'm like, this is, you know, a great spot that we're in. Anyway, so fast forward to a couple weeks ago, it hits 90K for the first time before it went up to almost 100K. He texts me and he's like, hey, he's like, oh, we should sit down and talk about crypto again. I'm like, dude, did you not buy? He's like, oh, no. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm just wasting my time now. This is just kind of, just get in the door. Come on. So,
and it's like, I mean, and I get people's reservations, but I think once you understand it a little bit, you know, especially looking at something like Bitcoin, I mean, it is the blue chip stock. And so but I think it's the initial hurdle of it being a crypto in the first place, because obviously, like with any, I feel like, media narrative, negative news travels faster than positive news about, oh, this is being used for, you know, illegal crime and drug trafficking and all these sorts of things. And
yeah, it's just a bunch of garbage that goes on. I mean, in reality, we have never seen crypto in a positive light with the government, right? Like, it's always been anti-crypto since inception. You know, even Trump's first term, right? Trump was anti-crypto. Like, he was, you know, it was the whole thing. Banks were running the entirety of it, right? This will be the first administration that has the potential. They're saying they want to do a lot of things. I'll be excited to see them do that if they, you know, stand by their word and actually push it forward. But from what they're wanting to do and what they look like they're going to do, it's going to be the first positive for the crypto, you know, positive administration for crypto, which is huge. Like, you're talking about, this is 15 years later, right?
Well, it's the first Western government for the most part, in terms of, I feel like, you know, China's been very bullish to a degree, as far as
China's,
at least what
China's the classic. China's the classic. Was the telltale. Like, whenever Bitcoin start going down, you'd get the headline, China bans Bitcoin. That was the classic one. So it's like, is it really? No, it's not. So China is off and on. But I mean, yes, everywhere other than the States, you know, there's a lot of places that were pro crypto. And I'm excited to see some of the stuff come to light, hopefully.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Absolutely.
So, hey, let's get into this. Pick 'em. So wait, hold on. What are you at? August? Oh, good. You went through that one.
August.
Didn't want you to end it up showing that I won everything.
Not yet. Don't worry.
Timbo coming in through the
Timmy.
clutch. I didn't even. What did he pick? He had Pepe, didn't he? Pepe?
No,
Pepe?
August was a weird month. So you can see, I mean, August was more of a not who's doing best, but who's not doing the worst. And so,
This dude, he had a 7% gain. Come on.
he did. But I mean,
Come
only
on.
4 people were positive in the month, which is one of the lowest months we've had.
Yeah, it's definitely
yeah.
a telltale when you see that going on.
Atlas would, stayed pretty relatively good for him. Had a little bit of a bump. The one that actually kind of saved Timbo, that's hurt him in every other month outside of August, was Materium is one of his picks. And in August, it actually kind of held relatively flat or had a little bit of an increase for whatever reason. And so,
what's Materium?
What's Materium? Who knows? It's the worst Bodie.
I almost spit my drink all over my screen.
Yeah, Timmy pulled through. SLP,
right,
Materium, and Atlas.
All right, Timbo. I'll get you a really cool. I already know what I'm going to send him, so we'll be good. I got some spider tanks. I got some spider tank stuff in there, so he's getting some spider tanks NFTs. Because he doesn't have. I mean, because he doesn't have enough of them.
Been.
We'll see what happens, man. I hope they do some good stuff, get the game going again, but I also hope they do well and do right by the original.
Absolutely.
The people that basically funded what they have. Mm-hmm. I hope they do right by them. So.
Yep.
But yeah, Tim, I'll get you something here. Send me your ETH wallet address. It'll cost me more to send these NFTs to you than what they're worth, but I'll do it for you. All right, what do we got? September.
All right, going on to September. This feels like a sandbag, but it was
scam.
This is the only month I've won. And it was Atlas that carried me through. Atlas had a great month in September. Peaked out like right on like the 29th or 30th. And
so it went in September. So the beginning of September, what did it start at? And then August, let's see where we go. Oh yeah, dude. That like literally at the close.
Yeah.
So you went 100, just Atlas 113%, almost 114% for the month.
Yep.
That was good.
And then yeah, I think I think Tau is what it was. We'll get to that here in just a second. But yeah, so there's September. Old Man Smithers ended up taking Q3. His pick of Tau turned out to be pretty solid.
Switch back to you. I can do it. Here, hold on. I'll get it. Yeah, so wait, go back to September real quick. So who was July? Because we did July one and we missed out. So who was July?
July was still Satoshi.
All right, and then go to August. So okay, so Old Man Smithers was top 5 in both of those, and then okay, I was just making sure we didn't have the same issues last time.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time coming through it this time. I also had to do some more manual entry this time around to kind of just try and fix some issues that kept recurring. So yeah, I combed over it many times trying to make sure this is completely accurate, and fairly confident it is. So
nice. Yeah, Gallagher will hit number 2 for the quarter for Q3. She's talking about in there. So what was Old Man Smithers? Was it Tau? You said?
Yep.
He's
talked about an expensive one. It's sitting at like $600 a pop right now.
He's talked about that one for a while too. So yeah. So Q3. Okay, so it was pretty flat, and then September was July, August, September, right?
Yeah, July 1st is the start of the quarter. That
So Tau is 113%.
Yep. So
That's
pretty much the same kind of, and if you see, I mean, the 151 and then
yeah.
the one,
and that's for the quarter. So that's
Yep,
like
yep.
you won Atlas for the month, but it
Mhm.
also took another big dip after that.
It did.
So
Absolutely.
it kind of hurt you on that sense. So
And it didn't perform as well in like July and August comparatively as well. Like it's still under relatively what it could have been. So
nice. Let's see here.
The quarter.
Nice job, old man Smithers. I gotta see what I'm gonna pull up. Don't switch over to mine yet here. Let's see where we're at here. What is the there it is, pick them. I'm gonna go to OpenSea. I'm just pulling up the OpenSea stuff for pick them.
Oh.
Nice. Okay. So there's still a little pudgy in there. Oh, there's 2 little pudgies. Forgot. I sent one off to Satoshi. So
In the last quarter.
Yeah, last quarter.
Yep.
So there's a little pudgy. There's an elemental Azuki. Obviously, there's some great, Gala stuff in here. But I'll ask old man Smithers what he wants for the quarter, and I'll send off the stuff to the monthly winners.
Sweet.
Let's see. You probably need a tent.
Give me something cool, man. Give me something good.
You need a Miranda's tent.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That's good, man.
Alrighty.
I'm excited to see what as we get this. We got December, and then so we should do a big podcast that will go over. Well, we'll probably do 2. So end of the month, I kind of want to let's do a podcast that goes into like what last year's like price predictions were and what we ended up looking at.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of January we'll do the pick'em final deal. Because you'll have Q4, the year,
yearly,
and the month.
Yep.
So there'll be a few things to get sent out there. So that'll be fun. That'll be a good one. Sweet.
Cool.
Like it.
Right. 2 more months.
2 more months. Yeah. Let's talk some charts here. Let's see. And then we'll end it up here. Make it a quick little podcast. But I mean, we got to start with Bitcoin, right?
Well, do we want to show those, or do we want to go through October and November still?
Oh, did we? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. We have other months to do. Never mind.
We got 2 more months.
Go. Let's do it.
Sandbagger.
Oh, yeah, but I made the switch. Popcat and Flog in October, so that dominated what's going on here.
Yep, Popcat and Flog. Yeah, you made the swap on September 19th, and they crushed right after that. That's when I think Flog specifically went.
Flog did really good.
Yeah, I was like, one of them went like 4x or something. It felt like.
That's funny. Well, I'll take it. Satoshi's up there. She's battling. She's been battling every month. She's close. She's always kind of around.
Was it Mog that was?
I don't know. What does she got? What's her picks?
Let me look and see.
Has she even changed any of hers?
She did make a couple swaps.
Okay.
Yes, she swapped XRP for Mog.
Look at her go. She's gonna have a good month this month.
Well, she swapped XRP for Mog in July.
Oh, so she doesn't have XRP.
Doesn't have an XRP anymore.
Ouch.
But we do have a couple people that do.
When did she swap that out?
June.
Dang. I mean,
well, it won her the quarter.
Well, since November, so the beginning of November, XRP is up 400%, by the way.
Yeah, it's I can't believe it hit 2.
Yeah, 250. It's at right now, dude. I mean, it's encroaching on 2018's, 2017 all-time high.
Yeah,
that when it touched up there. So
my brother-in-law has been XRP guy from the beginning. He's been
Dude,
like,
the XRP army is going to be unbearable. Unbearable. I'm like, finally, your stable coin is actually doing something. Yay, good job, guys. Sat around for 16 years.
so I think he might get to the point there. He's like,
Classic.
I'm tired of waiting for this shit. I think he actually probably has been selling already.
I mean, I wouldn't sell anything now. You just hold that sucker. Although, you never know. Maybe this is XRP's triple top.
See.
So, right. Okay, so I picked that one. Yay me.
Yep. And then November. This is
Stop it.
Stop barely squeaked out. So Q-Valpo was XRP. That was his big pick that propelled him.
So he's only so he was at 234. XRP did a 4. What was his other picks? Because XRP in the month of November did 400%.
Let's see here. Matic, XDC, Flare, SGB, and Gala.
Oh, well, Gala's had a decent run this November too. So I don't know how he's only up 200 some odd percent, unless Matic's down. Everything's up. Like, there's no way he's only up that much. I guess.
I mean, his allocation. You know, he has more coins. I mean, that's the big factor is how many tokens you have. That's kind of why Neuromancer, who won, Nana was his big pick. I think he only has 3, so he just had more of his portfolio in an equally big pop.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Yeah, because the other one's like, Matic, it just did but 130%. So for Matic.
Go to Nana. NANA.
I can't even get it on. So in the future, we should make it to where if it's not even on TradingView, it doesn't count.
Oh, some of these picks people have picked gave me the biggest headaches trying to find this shit. I have to go to some obscure, I don't even know, site I've never been to find a chart, to find prices for things. And
oh, am I just on one? Oh, that's why. You can't see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Nana right now. Let's present. So this is Nana.
Yep.
Nana. Oh, so it had this little bump here.
Yeah. Like
4x.
Yeah.
Oh no, it lost a 0. It had 3 zeros in there. Yeah, it lost a 0. 10x.
It ripped.
It almost 10x.
Yeah, it
almost 10x to where it's currently at right now. That's funny.
So when he had, $33 allocated towards it.
Yeah. Well, this is the year. So this is back in May 23, December 2024. So he's sitting in this zone. It's just been
nothing.
Dead forever.
Yeah.
What does it even do? Nana token. What is that?
I don't know.
What is Nana token?
What is it? Do they have a website?
Why does it keep doing that? Share.
But regardless, that's the end of that's our pick 'em up day.
The heist game. That's what it is, but it doesn't do anything. Whatever. All right. So that's it. So he won. So that was Neuromancer won November?
Yep.
No, where were we at? Neuromancer was?
Yep.
Gotcha. Some random ass Nana pick. Okay. All right. Well, I took third, so that's good for me. Where's Satoshi? She's down at 6. Satoshi's the one I have to beat. So I was winning in the beginning. She was taking kind of middle of the year. So all right. I just gotta beat her to win out for the rest of the year. Mana. No, it's not Mana. It's Nana.
N-A-N-A. Yeah.
No, it's Nana. Some random. It's so Neuromancer is Chris. He's a friend of mine, business partner, and he probably did some little AI search, and he loves his AI. It said, "Oh, what's the best shitcoin in the world?" And then ChatGPT said Nana, and so he picked it. There you go.
Yep.
Sweet.
That's a Chris.
All right, let's do some charts. So look at where we're at with some things. Start with Bitcoin. I mean, you can't deny that we're looking amazing. This consolidation to break out of this was just a long, drawn out summer.
Absolutely.
It's like, and finally just ripping up through. Yep. I mean, 100K is imminent. I know I was joking around in the beginning, but I mean, we're almost hit it. I'm sure some exchanges probably did hit it. Mm-hmm. You can do some magical fib levels to see like, what are we going to go to next? 103. That's not going to where we're stopping it though. If you're using that fib level, 173 to 775. Any other confluence? I still think my 420.69 is going to be good. It's close to 318. Rip through that. Look, we're going to have a good year. It's going to be a good year. We just start. This isn't even the beginning of the bull run yet. Yep. We'll have fun. This is just the first little taste. Get through Christmas into January. Things are going to get crazy. Things will get frothy again. Let's see. I know a lot of people are talking Gala because it's finally doing something. Where's my Gala? My Gala chart. Did I lose it? Oh, no, it's not alphabetical order. What happened? You're breaking me up. We're talking about it this morning in the Discord. It'll go up just like it is now. It'll go up, and the bull run will get even frothier. I think the level we'll really probably see is going to be 20 cents ish in this range, like as a very top is my guess, just because they're not doing anything to make their ecosystem better. They suck. Yeah. I mean, they're not doing anything. They're fine. They just had another round of layoffs, apparently. I was hearing. So all of Voxy or Voxel or Vixels or whatever they changed their name to, fired that whole team. I mean, I didn't even know they had anybody left working over there. So
I couldn't tell you who is left. I mean,
so in reality, when you look at what they're doing, they have Gala Chain. But do they? It's Gala Chain. I had hope for it, maybe in the beginning, but it's a centralized chain. They have full control over everything that goes on there. So, and if you're gonna, really rely on that, I mean, hopefully they start to push stuff out that works for people. They, you get people that have been building stuff for Gala Chain, what's the marketplace?
NFT Harbor.
Yeah, NFT Harbor and Rustkit, right? Building that out, which good job, good on him. But he has to do stuff like create a holding wallet essentially, because you can't do the transaction, between two wallets, right? You can't have a trustless, transaction that goes on there, and that's due to Gala Chain, and they haven't opened it up for anybody. So in reality, I don't see, unless some big changes come along, like that in the positive news, maybe 20 cents.
Yeah,
as a top. So not super stoked about that. Obviously, one of the other things I've been talking about is Sol for a long time, but I'm going to start rotating all my profits into more AVAX. I do own AVAX and some Bull, so that's one of my bigger bags, but I really like what AVAX and Bull can do. So these are my targets for Sol. I think pretty easy. We'll see 670 or 630 in that range. Really frothy, 2,000, 2,200. I know in that range. I mean, that'd be crazy, but anywhere in between there, that's where it's going to be at. So I hold enough Sol. So I want to move more into AVAX. Mm-hmm. I just think, well, one, we're building deep on AVAX. I just see a lot of big corporations are utilizing the ability to create their own L1 and control what they're doing with it. And in terms of gas and fees and everything that go around there, you can create your own validators on there. So I'm bullish on AVAX. I would say, your minimum target here, 320, 845. If things get really hot and heavy, it could go higher. We'll see. But I mean, I'm obviously vested with building deep on AVAX. So, and we've talked about switching the collective over to AVAX. Sol's fine, but it's just a meme coin casino. I mean, outside of like Atlas as a real game that's on there, like what's really using the chain for the chain usage, right? Everybody just uses it for the token because that's where all the liquidity is at.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of that's my take there.
It gets bogged down. Like that's in being in, it's cheap and fast when it works, but surprisingly, I guess, just has a lot of times where it doesn't.
I trade a lot on there. I use Jupe. I do perps on there a lot. So I love Jupiter. It's the best decentralized exchange out there. Like hands down, there's not one that's even close.
Yeah, Jupe's awesome.
It's amazing. I would love to see somebody else build decentralized exchanges similar to that, because everything they have on there, they have cross-chain trades now. So you can essentially take your Sol and you give it a EVM wallet, and you can trade your Sol into AVAX, and it'll deliver it to that wallet.
Yeah,
through the Jupe,
it's huge
Jupe platform. I mean, it's just making it easy for people. It's great. So,
well, you don't have to go to other places. I mean, that's the most annoying. That was the most annoying thing. I feel like beforehand was just like jumping between dexes for different chains or whatever. I mean,
they make it easy.
Yeah.
There's two things that I think has made Sol. One is the fact that it's a meme coin casino, right? It's easy for people to make a token, deploy a token. It's been crazy, like the amount you've seen people go. I mean, you can go into. Let's go to Jupe real quick. I'll share my screen here. Make sure I'm sharing the right stuff so I don't get crazy. I'm going to show this here.
I have a decent amount of Jupe staked on their vote platform.
So if you go to did I do the wrong one? Did the wrong one again. It's 8 Pro. I mean, these are the tokens. This balls token, Onda, right? It's 7 seconds, 5 seconds. This is how long these tokens have been out here for, right? So they literally are just created. You can see this. This is on Sol. This is where like this bot activity it gets nuts, right? So, I mean, just look how many tokens are being created every minute. It's insane, right?
Yeah.
So that ability, couple that with the actual exchange of Jupiter, the ability to trade, to bridge, to make it super simple for everything that you're doing, like that's why Sol's been successful to the point where it is now. So for me, which I love, and it's done great, and I think it's still going to do well. I don't think Sol's not going to do well. I just think we're going to see a lot of great projects, and I think the potential with AVAX might have a little bit more on a multiples return than Sol. I'm saying that now, and then as I'm talking about everything I just showed you, I'm like, that volume is going to be on Sol. It's going to go nuts. But I own enough Sol.
It's a good bag. You're just, in your case, you're already diversified in the Sol side.
Well, let's look at this one, because this is a good one, because I've been talking about Mog since down here. So Mog just is going to get listed on Coinbase. So I tweeted out that that's on the roadmap. So, here in the next short time frame, you'll see it on Coinbase, which will be nice, because I will exit my bag fully. I've traded some all throughout here, and I still own a decent sized bag. So I don't know if we're going to get a 10x out of it, or are we going to just get a short little pump? But I think a possibility with Mog, with its community the way it is, that sure, I think it could 10x in the next bull run. So see what we can do. I like it. Let's see, anything else? Let's see. I traded into PopCap for one of my trades. It looks like it wants to go. I mean, these meme coins are just going to go. They'll do well. Kopi, and a lot of people are talking about Kopi. Let's look at this one. Free in the Discord has been going off on. This is Cornucopia. And they're another gaming platform. I've liked them for a while. I haven't done anything with them. We talked to them, Ben and I, mostly Ben down in Consensus. We went down there for deep in what they're doing there. And so love to, kind of flesh out a partnership with them, but they are doing it the right way, we think, in terms of trying to actually utilize the node network, supposedly. We'll see it actually come online and go that route, but it's a gaming token. It's starting to get a lot of love here. You can tell that there's been sellers, right? And I'm assuming these are like early bag holders that are just trying to get out, because it's a ton of sell pressure on this way up, these long wicks down, but it's still pushing through it, which is good. Like, that's good to see. But that's pushing all the way up into this zone here. I would imagine it'll look amazing when this thing pops up out of this zone here. And, so we get some pretty low predictions for Kopi.
Yeah.
I mean, from here, what is that? 200x or 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x. Not bad.
Yeah.
It could go, could it go Gala style, get to $1? Maybe. Why not? I mean,
that'd be slick. I
mean, if they actually have a real project and they're in that ecosystem, like the gaming side, you can see it's done. They go in stages. You can see like Kopi, Gala, Bull. They all kind of Atlas. They all started to pump. They kind of pump in sync because it's that narrative. It's the Web3 gaming narrative. They kind of pump in sync. They seem to be off pump when Gala and your majors are going. They're soon after, like usually they kind of go, I said they're right before. They seem to kind of go right before it, but I think once we get into a real bull run, we might see a whole bunch of different things going on. So I got a decent bag here. I would really like to see this go a lot and quickly, please.
Yeah. That'd be slick. It'd be cool. Yeah, I've been holding on some bull for a little while. I've sold some a little bit at some highs here and there, but just had a chunk that I'm like, I think they're gonna do something cool. So
we'll see. I like the fact that the way they're marketing. They're trying to market around the bull run, but I mean, I've been trying to work with them too. Like they're kind of hard to work with. Like with the Nerd Node to host their nodes, like we've been trying to like, hey, what can we do to help you guys out to get these nodes going, to get them up and running? They're still not running. They were supposed to have people run them. It's not happening yet. So we'll see if it actually ever happens. And just little things like that. I really like their community though. Like they got a pretty good community right now. Reminds me of kind of early Gala. Not a lot of dumb stuff going on. I know. We'll see. What else you got? What other token we thinking?
Oh, let's see. Let me think.
Yeah, Miri is another one. It's pumping with the game tokens.
Yeah. Yep, Miri is.
Link's had a nice run. This is a Dino. So the Dino coins, right? The XRP, the Link, those ones were doing their thing. Link's an interesting one. I mean, I still don't know why they have a token, but
yeah,
it pumps. The Link army and the XRP army, those are like the two big old school armies. So.
Mm-hmm.
You do their thing. Wow. Well, if nobody else has anything, I'll shut it down here, and then we'll come back again end of the month.
Yep.
Let's get a time. You and I we'll kind of set it out and do one end of the month and then one at the beginning of the month. So kind of back to back.
Beautiful.
Cool, man. All right. Well, let's send them off. Thanks, guys, for joining, and we'll chat with y'all later.
Catch you later, guys.
Come on,